interesting reasoning lineup for the island today. We're reasoning with an honorable priest from the Ethiopia Africa Black International Congress. He's a foundation priest, a leading priest, I would say. But when him forward, him will clear up all of these things still. But I want to take the time out now to introduce Honorable Priest Brown to the Mindset program. Blessed love, Honorable Priest.
Honor and majesty, my Lord.
Glorify. Great to have the eye on the platform here, my Lord.
Oh, give thanks for such blessedness for welcoming on such international link, my Lord.
Majesty. And could I formally introduce the myself?
My name, birth name is conceived and grew in Blackwoods here, born in Clarendon, Jamaica.
Rastafari. Yeah, the signal a little bit breaking up still. But yes, Honorable Priest. So all right, talk to me about growing up in your community, my Lord, in Jamaica. What was that like for the as a young man growing up?
Very interesting,
See?
Learning to read at home and being part of a very active family within community development and works within the community. It was a very interesting and it was a well-founded start, my Lord.
Rastafari. Yes, I. Well-founded start. Okay, so what was like, like the regular type, as youth, cause you say at Clarendon there I grew up, right?
Well, though in a rural community, my family background was somewhat, middle class. My father serving at the military and the police force. My stepmother, a social worker. So many of the regular activities of the other youth of the community, me had to look at. I was grown up within a not allowed to roam and run go a river as you feel like and like the regular duties carrying looking after animals, your fowl, your goat, your cow, and them thing there. Me da only see my brethren them and my neighbors them involved, but them things there being one who was more groomed than them that say prepare for the educated world. I was not involved in much of them things there.
Seeing. Rastafari. Okay. So what about church life? Because we know most of I and I still grew up in Jamaica. We kind of go through that phase there. Sunday school and all of them type of something there.
That's how my war begin. Coming from a family which is basically Seventh-day Adventist, and even experiencing that early part of my life, being born in Joe Brown, which is Bella's Gate, and going to Seventh-day Adventist Church, I had an early experience with my grandparents. Till about get about 2 to 3 year old. Then I was brought forward to here, Blackwoods, where I was conceived to grow with my father, who is a Catholic, and
Saying.
his wife also, my stepmother. No, during to pay certain reverence to the family, they never involved me in the Catholic faith. But something happened that someone start carrying news to them, say that the ones them down at the Seventh-day Church, if we're in a discussion, say them about down to idol, so me lose my freedom this again because I had to say I could go to church and Sabbath if I wanted, but no, I had to go to the Catholic church to know, and then when we reach like 12 or more, we can make my decision.
Saying if you want to be a Catholic or a Seventh-day Adventist.
Natural.
Rastafari. Saying. So, yeah.
To me now, all of this was my grooming, nature grooming me and prepared me for, who I am right now.
Saying. So, yeah, them thing they kind of shape the eye into and mold the eye into which part of the eye there now. All right, Honorable Priest. Talk to me about, what was the eye impression about, the early days, Rasta in Jamaica, where the eye used to see as a youth, growing up, and what type of Rasta them was. Was them Bobo Shanti, 12 tribe, what was their impression?
Well, that again is a blessed experience for me because my community here was like somewhat of an even for Rastafari brethren running from persecution from the system. So we had at first I would speak of the ancient Bonga nation, as everyone would say, he was the Bible man,
See.
And then you have, and then you have the man, I remember him exactly, usually lived on a river. We had the total ital man where everything in my door full of paper, So we had Bishop Black up there, so which was like the intellectual, So I see, me coming up, I saw even within my own community, we saw various approaches within members of the faith towards them tribe.
See. My Lord. And was in a them days there as a youth, you did a see Bobo, what was the type of Rasta man them there you did a see?
No, I can't say the only Bobo man. I used to say a Bobo. May I check up that part there in a different levels, but it's not a physical manifestation.
Seeing, all right.
Yeah, my first connection to Bobo is when I went to spend time with some relatives in Rockfort, Renaclans to be exact. I saw the broom man going through. And when me inquire of there, I got the negative imprint was given me that the Bobo Shanti people was the refuge for all of the ones them were still carry, what I say, move like three finger jack, or that are still a carry and the rebellion in some way against the system. So, cause me tell you, cause like Counters was up there, so I went up there with other cousins of mine and thing, and them wouldn't mind up going up there, but there was this stigma. Them never say King Emmanuel gather people where out of the way and change them, you know. Them never give me the impression that when me come learn now. The
See,
rebirth and the redemption of souls. Them give me an impression like this was the sanctuary for the rebellion.
Rastafari. So,
So that was the first negative imprint I got of Bobo Shanti. So, you know,
all right, all right.
that's why me even started out searching for being led through prophecy then. Cause even at school, we as youth say Rasta and search prophecy. Our book of prophecy say among the elders, our come one who can teach and I the ancient ways. So I tried amongst Rastafari elders and even being at them time we have enough elders, is to find the one who for bring restore that anciency,
Mm.
you know?
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yes, I. So, all right. I grew up in a community where it appeared that the culture is there where Rastafari is concerned. But what would the I say that would you know interest the eye, that the eye would have taken the trad of Rastafari.
The church conflict Rasta.
Church conflict.
When me find out no yeah, when me find out when me feel no treated by a member of the Seventh Day congregation who come tell my after me don't settle the reasoning between me and my little friend them over this I worship a image and thing. And we take that as a joy amongst ourselves. Somebody have car that come on me yard now and interfere in me. So it made me get in depth, you know?
Yes, I.
So even going through as even somewhat rebellious in myself too. You see?
Mm.
Yeah. Even going to the Catholic Church, like my tell you plain, because I always say confession is good for the soul. Like me really attest them if them have no power, because all right, something weird happened to me as a child then, see?
Yes, I.
And it made me also rebellious and very challenging in our things. Them people call it third eye, wherein I could discern astral beings around me as a child.
Mm.
So people always say, "Don't you go kill me?" Because me always I see them and.
Yes, I.
So after a particular incident, the fear took hold upon my even the household that were here, and they brought me to this. See, they brought me on that Sunday when they went to church. Them explained whatever it was to the priest. I mean, I know whatever I do and rub up on my forehead, and it somewhat break that discernment. They see,
Mm-hmm.
and then with them learning to read early and not being going out for play and run see and early I say that the church there's really a battle between God and Satan. Even going through, even caught up in the church and them thing them to give me a more drive to say me have to break that spell. Yeah. Cause me know say the church responds to the slavery and oppression and the whole thing. And then from learning from the 7 day part about the persecution of the church, the changing of the Sabbath, which by Caesar, where me learn them things at a very early age. So as you say, you have to say me that tick.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
More what yeah. So what bring me to Rastafari fully now is when one morning I'm on vision, like I'm on go, because them give me all that duty as a leading acolyte. I me carry the cross to lead the congregation to worship.
This ain't at the church.
And one yeah, St. Robert Bellarmine in Chapelton.
My Lord.
See, so one a bit in my contemplation in my mind now, and even with the revelation, of the writer of Marcus Messiah Garvey, with them three mighty words: self-awareness, self-confidence, and self-reliance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that even trigger give empowerment or for question the whole thing, So my visions, we are the church, we are the newest church. When I say Senegal, no disrespect, the church building is right now. It wasn't there. It was in another building. And when I was in that vision, I saw the building before it was put up. But when we went up the step, the building wasn't above the ground. We went down to another set of steps under the ground. And going at the door, everybody dip them under the holy water, set sign of the cross and do them have to do. But when we go in and look up upon the altar, there was another throne upon the altar than the regular altar settings. And the man who I saw sitting upon the throne was Caesar. You see, just as them depict him in the book. I don't know if I when me reading the book come up.
Their heavens.
And and every step we go up to him. I saw the Swiss guards who's with them long spear, who no have an axe, have a spear. And it was this, so like my conviction start. Cause right at the door, me I say, myself, I say, Mama, me love you about, I see as the devil, no, not really I worship. Me no unite with you, no. And me just run up back the step. And the giant in my vision, as I usually do, I always have the power to fly away from evil and fly away over dance. And from that, I start say, pursue the Rastafari faith.
Majesty.
Because the only man that may say, I do what Christ require of us. Because the Christ, what them teach me the passion of Christ and what the duties of Christ and the ministry of Christ, I never saw that amongst the Christian practicing. I see the Rasta man, I live more Christ than them. So after that vision there, Rastafari tried.
Rastafari. And that is just to show it up that there is no biasness about what they are saying against any organization or denomination. Because it's what the eye see in the eye vision.
And it coincides with history and prophecies. So if you go in at the history book, you will find the same thing with my vision, how I come unfolding on my vision. So it is written there.
My Lord.
It's not just my illusion.
My Lord. My Lord. All right. Interesting, because the eye speak about in your vision. The eye fly away always from, anything we are trying to catch the eye. More on the eye talk to me about Alexandra Bedwood and Augustown, because Alexandra Bedwood is a man that people say him say him could have fly, Zane, and also is a man where did not teach a similar type of Black Christ teaching before Bongo Eddie surface.
To begin with, my lord, didn't somewhat not in depth with everything about the works of Bedward. But what I know this much is that how close I come to it. The, there's a brethren that is referred to as Bongo Natty, Nathaniel Brown from Augustown, which is this is a leading preacher beside Bedward, which is my uncle.
My Lord. See it.
From early days, as me tell you, enough different type of Rasta man me see in my community. In early days I see Rasta man where them would have said involve or dabble in the mystics. 6 and 7 books of Moses, Thomas De La Rue writing, Guru out of India. Man who would have said did I become adept to the mystical world. So that is how I would see the Right Honorable Father Bedward as one of them early pioneers who knowing that we as Africans had could connect to the astral world by certain principles and practices, and even with the positive mind frame, man could ascend the natural human self and connect to the astral being, astral self.
Seeing and
So I see the Right Honorable Brethren as a early pioneer within that, you know?
yes, I. Yes,
Yeah.
I. So when the I say mystic, a matter of fact, what the I view pan like you would call it now spiritual Kabbalah, you know, so-called black magic and all of them something there. Or the I as a Rasta man say that because you just a talk about, they used to say, some of the earlier Rastas, are touching to certain information.
My lord, Blackwood is part of the Dawkins property, part of the Moko Mountains, which is one of the refuge of the famous Queen Nanny of the Maroons.
Majesty.
If you know it, yeah, you know the history of Nanny,
Mm-hmm.
known as a mystic woman.
Yes, I.
And if you check history, it was even here that Africans created the greatest defeat when they defeated the British Army.
Mm-hmm.
So why I say that to to show mystic, the word spirituality has always been interwoven in our African framework.
True. Why is it? Why? All right. Why is it
That
taboo? Why is it there's a taboo around that subject? Nah, I hear you properly.
About you know, nothing talk about Rasta.
Eh?
So and the trauma is still embedded, like Willie Lynn said. In put a certain trauma in our pass on from generation to generation embedded. And people still secretly do these things, but when you check a stack, them for rivalry them one another for material positions, even presently. But them not got it for take on the oppressors or the real oppressive forces.
Yeah.
Real, my lord.
So so people I use this type of spirituality in a negative way then, my lord.
Most natural, my lord.
And that is why the taboo is around the whole thing, because you never really hear people doing good with it. It's always
Exactly.
something negative.
And as you touch that point, that thing surprised me so much because I've seen a few of these books, and in the introduction to a few of them that I have seen, there's a warning. If you use what you learn in this book to do good, ye shall be added the crown of glory, eternal life, the rest of it. But if you use it for the evil, you even set a destruction for your generation to come. So it was what's surprising to me at all the while to say, why three-quarter most of these people were entering at these things choose to take the evil pathway and them see the warning. You read?
Stiff necked.
My lord.
Yeah. Stiff necked. Stiff necked. Alright, Bobo Shanti. Yes, I could keep the fire blazing same way, because um within in Naya Bingi, saying when we check the history of the root name, which part it a come from, we know, is an African queen, somewhere in a Rwanda, that part of the African continent. I and I as Rastafari now, we adopt that name, or we take on that name. But the name itself is connected to, the same type of thing that we are talk about, African spirituality. Naya Bingi was a woman who was deep into, our African spirituality, just like, Nani of the Maroon, But we take on that name as Rastafari. Do you think that we fully understand taking on the name?
Uh, Ones have different interpretation, guided by the teachings of King Emmanuel. This is I'm an interpretation coming from what I learned from King Emmanuel. Woman is Mother Nature. Woman, the symbol of woman is the earth. Man, symbol of the heavens. So to activate the energies of earth, man would have even the forces of heaven would have to activate the energies in the earth to set straight or to set right the things in earth. So I have no qualm that anything concerning. As I explain it, would I say psychologically or chemical or within chemistry or wherever, that it is within natural science, that's why it's energy. It would have said I wouldn't it arose within the empress, that energy, is would I say given the title of Naya Bingi. You see, because when I'm sure when the question of the Kabbalah came up in the royal throne room, that I never give enough words first, The first thing that I sent for was the drum, rhythm. and show it and say, my lord, what your first instrument? And like no man couldn't even did answer. And I say, my lord, man first instrument, now you took no the palm of your two hand. And when you put them together, clap, clap, 1, 2, and start another stamping foot. 3, 4, and then you get tap, tap, 3. That's the rhythm of life.
My lord.
You know? So if you check within all of the other music forms, none of them capture that or is based upon that rhythm. They have their own purposes and them own energies where them generate. You see? But none of them is have that connection like the Naya being is to the cosmic.
Smash that subscribe button. See you on the next video. I just thought the mindset.